Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 2. We are going to continue and find out about the second row of large toolset in SketchUp. Before that, let's just check the unit. So simply window, model info, units. Here right now it's millimeter, I can change it to meter, and it's metric now. If you want, you can use imperial. Okay, if you want to draw rectangle that is 5 by 5, how we do that? I want to draw using line command, so I simply pick the pencil here, start, and move the cursor to the direction that I want to draw. Then I simply put 5 on the bottom right side. You can see that 5 is there, enter. Then second direction, 5, enter. Then I can just change the cursor in this direction. I can simply put 5, or I can just click here, then hit escape again from here, and that's it. Then delete these two, this one and this one. So how I deleted those lines? I just simply select the eraser and then click on that line, or just simply drag the cursor on those lines. I can do it like this too. I can select these two lines, and how I can just open a window or click on the first line while holding down the control button, select the second line and then hit delete. Okay, this is how we just draw this rectangle. Okay, let's talk about the move button. Simply you can just choose this icon and start moving. Before moving this object, we must select it first. How we do this? 1, 2, 3. Triple click, select the object, choose the move button. First pick the first point. When we say click or pick, it means that left mouse button, we only click once. So I click here, then you can move it to any direction that you want. Okay. Imagine that we have more than one box here. I want to move this and put it on top of this box. So 1, 2, 3, I select this box, move maybe this point, and I put it simply here. Okay. Now I find that it's not in the right place, and I decide to move it one more time. 1, 2, 3. You see, in this case, when they are on top of each other, I cannot select it properly. I only want to have this one. So when I click triple time, everything is selected and it doesn't help us. So I can come here and open a window like this to see if it's selected. This time it is. But this is not the right way of moving objects. So what we do, always when you have a complex drawing or any object, any element that consists more than one object, like a furniture, like a house, anything that you want to just put in your model, always make a group. And how it works, simply for each object that you want to work on it, just select it, right click, make group. Okay, done. That's it. This one, 1, 2, 3, right click, make group, done. Right now, when they are crossing each other, anytime you decide to select each of them, it's very easy. You simply one click and everything is selected, and you can move it in any direction that you want. Okay, you see, it's very easy. I can put it here, I can change it, and so it's very easy. So always we make groups, and it's easy. Anytime that you decide to just make changes to any group, you just simply select that group, so 1, 2, and you can edit the group. This is one way. The other way is you select the object, right click and explode. Then it's not a group anymore. So it's easy to make a group, and then by explode we can ungroup that item. Okay, let me just delete this one, come back here, and I want to know if I want exactly to move this object 5 meters through the green direction, what we have to do. Just like before, I make a group, select the object, move button, then I can select the base point, and before the second click I put the number. I can say, okay, I want it 10 meters. So on the bottom right side you will see that I type 10, then hit enter. And in SketchUp there is a feature that you can change what you just typed till you are inside that command. So if I change it to 3, enter, 6, enter, you will see that still it's in the move command, and I can change it to find the right location. Okay, this is one feature in move command, and let's just talk about more features. If I want to make a copy of an object, you simply select the move and hit Control button. You will see that a plus sign appeared close to the cursor, and it means that instead of moving this object, it will make a copy of that object. So Control, I only hit once the Control, and then you can make a copy. I will select the whole 3 elements, hit Control, I can make copy. Okay. Now let's find out how we can make several copies of an object. You select the object, so I simply selected, use the move, hit on Control, and just put the first object in the right place. Then before choosing any other command, if you type times number of copies that it's required, it will make that copy. So if I simply type 5 plus x, it's times 5, and hit the enter, you will see that it has made 5 copies of the first object. And I told you that in SketchUp there is a feature that you can change what you typed till you are inside that command. So I want to see if I type 3x 7 2, so I simply type 2 and x together, so it's 3x times 3, 6. Okay, so this is one feature. Another feature is, instead of putting the second object here, we will make a copy of the first object and put it at the end with the Control button. Then I will put the number and slash. So this feature will copy inside that limit area that we just pointed. So I made a copy from the first object, I put it in the last, and then type the number with slash. And because still we are inside that command, I can change it. So what about 4 slash enter, 6 slash enter, 8 slash enter. So you see it's exactly inside that limited area that we defined here. These are very useful features in designing. Okay, let's see how this feature can help us draw a stair. So if I have a box here, I make a group, I make a copy, I hit on Control, put the first one here, and then enter the number 12 plus x, so it's 12x times 12x, or 5x. What about 3x? You see, this is very helpful and useful command. Okay, let's just move on. Now we talk about the push and pull button here. Whenever we have a surface, with using push and pull, we can extrude that surface and make something like this. So you see in SketchUp, all surfaces will be detected, and when you draw, it will exactly draw on that surface. I just draw a rectangle here. I can push in or push out. Very simple. Or I draw a line here. I divide this surface to 2. As soon as we have a surface, it means that we can use push and pull. Okay. Now let's talk about more features in push and pull. I start with drawing a rectangle, and I want it to be exactly maybe 20 meters by 10 meters. So if you check the bottom right side, you will see the dimension over there. I will simply put the first number, comma, and the second one. So I put 20, comma 10. Right now we have a rectangle that it's 20 by 10. I use push and pull, and I wanted to have 5 meter high. So I simply put 5 and enter. And I told you that the software keep that number in mind, and I can change it while I'm inside that command. So I can type, instead of 5, go for 8, enter. What about 10, enter. So I made a box. Let's just check it together. I use this dimension here, from here to here. This is 20, here to here is 10, and from here to here is 10. Okay, I want to draw a window here, and I want it to have exact dimension. I want it to have maybe 5 meters from the ground and 2 meters the height of that window. How we will find out the exact place of that window? In this case, we will use this tape measure tool. You simply click on that, and you just select the point as a base, as a reference. So I click here, I just move the cursor up and type the number. I said it has 5 meters from the ground. You will see that a dashed line or a dotted line is here, that this is only a guide. So anything that we draw here will be 5 meters from the ground. I can just check it. You see, it's 5 meters. Okay, let me just delete this one. And I want this window to have maybe 2 meters from this side. So I select the measurement tape in this direction to enter, and the width is maybe 6 meters, 6 enter, and I use this guideline for the second guideline here, and this is 2 meters, 2 enter. So right now I just added some guidelines, and I am sure that whatever I draw here exactly follow these measurements. You see 2 meters, here was 6. As we just draw, I'm going to delete this. So this one, these dotted lines are only for guiding us, and right now I can draw with a pen or simply draw the rectangle, start from here and continue to here. This is what we made, and we are 100% sure that we are following those measurements. Now I use push and pull to push it in. Okay, if I want to exactly have the dimension, again I just simply type the number, it's maybe 02 and enter. This is how it works with dimension. Okay, if we have more than one shape and I want all of these pushing exactly with the same number, again the software will keep in its memory the last measurements that you used. So this is how it works. One way is you select push and pull, you move the cursor to the surface that you want to push and click once, bring the mouse to the base surface and click. So this one, this measurement here is exactly the same as what we did here. Again, I repeat, select on the surface, bring the mouse on the surface, then it will make all of those the same. There is one more solution for this, and it's better than the first one. Whenever we just push and pull one item, so I just redo. In SketchUp, you can undo your command with Control Z, or you can redo with Control Y. As soon as you just make one extrusion in or out, for the second one you simply put the mouse over the surface and double click. It will go exactly the same. Double click, double click. All of these are the same. So these small features will help you to finish your project faster. Okay, let's just draw something else here and make some of those features in action to see how they work. If this is a house and I want to make a window here, I found that I can simply put them based on the dimension, those lines that I showed you, the tape measurements. But if I have this one, imagine that the first rectangle has been drawn based on exact measurement, and I want this rectangle exactly follow this one. So instead of bringing all those guidelines here again, I simply double click here and then I try to match this and the top surface to the first base window, and it will match those lines here. Again, I repeat it. If I want to have a rectangle here that is exactly following the lines of these two rectangles, simply select that surface, bring the mouse to that base point, and it will stretch it exactly in that area. Okay, let's see what will happen if we draw a line here and try to move some elements here. If I try to move this surface, I select move. You see, it is now moving that surface. Okay, what will happen if I just select the middle line and move it to the top? You see, it will make a slope roof. Okay, let me delete these and try something else. We have a rectangle here. I can make an offset, and with using this toolbar, the offset, and bringing here, when the surface is selected, I can just simply make an offset. Okay, I can put the number if I want exactly follow the number. So as soon as I made that offset, it has divided the surface, the base one, to two different surfaces. You see here, sometimes the color of the surface is white, sometimes is not, and this one can be changed. This is the back of the face, so you just simply select the surface when it's not white, right click, reverse face, then it will show you the opposite surface. To understand this a little bit better, let me delete this one. You will see each surface has one side in the white color and the back side here. So you can simply select the surface and use reverse face. Okay, let's just continue with drawing a rectangle with 10 by 10 and extrude 5 meters. Okay, we just made this, and I want to make a copy of this for maybe designing a house. I told you whenever we have more than one element, we try to make a group. Okay, and I want to make a copy. Move plus control, it will make a copy. So I can maybe put it here and push it a little bit. Now I have two boxes that have intersect each other. I want this one to just have more height, so double click, push and pull, and bring it a little bit more, then simply click out. This is what we made. Now I will use the offset here. You see it's not working because it's a group. Double click, then use the offset, and I can simply make it like this. Okay, what about here? Again, double click here, use the offset. Instead of just selecting and bringing in, I just double click. It will exactly offset the same as this one. Then I will come here, double click. It will exactly extrude it based on the dimension that we had. So this is what we made now. Let's see what will happen if I just draw a rectangle here and extrude it. You see it's not working. Why? Because this is a group. Always select the group, then draw that rectangle, or use explode. Okay, this is what we made till now. I can connect these lines and maybe extrude it a little bit. And continue this line here. Again, extrude it, double click. I can connect this one too, and double click here too. So this is what we made. Good. Let me show you how to draw and stair here. I draw a line. I'm not adding dimension now, but you can simply, instead of drawing like this, you can put the number and have the exact measurement. I just draw a line like this, okay? Then I select this one with Control button, holding down Control. Use the move. This is the base point. Hit the Control. Then put it here. And I can say, okay, I want 6 copies. So 6 times 6 and X. And then draw a line here to here and here. Now you can simply push and pull to here, and then again choose this surface and continue here. Okay, this is how we use these simple commands. Okay, what if we add some elements here? Let me go through the group. Maybe I have some elements here. This is only for practicing the commands that we just reviewed. Maybe it's like this, this, this. I simply push in one of them, then for the rest I just simply double click. Okay, now I want to put an element here, a decorative element. Please follow exactly what I am doing. I draw a rectangle. Maybe it's 0.5 by 0.5. It's kind of a column maybe. Double click, make a group. I just move it to here. Double click using push and pull button. I want it to come here. Okay, this is what we made now. Let's just learn some additional feature about push and pull. We found that when we have a surface, we can just use push and pull. If you hit Control once and repeat the command, it will extrude, but in fact it will add the new extrusion to the first one. So what is the difference? I will repeat. If I have two surfaces like this, one of them I simply extrude, the other one I extrude, then I hit Control and extrude. So this is one object, this is two objects. So what I am going to do now, double click here. Just please pay attention to what I am just doing. I use Control, bring it up. Again, I'm using Control to draw something maybe like this. This is what I made. Now I am going to make a copy of this with using the move command, hitting Control and select this point and put it here. Now I can type something like maybe 6 slash enter and see what about 4 slash, what about 10 slash. So I just simply made an element here with only those commands. I used move, push and pull, copy, and that's it. It will help you a lot if you use them wisely in the situation that you are designing. Let's just continue this one to see how it works. I will use push and pull. I hit the control button, I come out here, then I will continue here, I will continue here. I'm just using control again with push and pull, control, maybe this one, control. Okay, you see how easy is that? If you just use it wisely, it will help you to just manage your design. What about if I want to have maybe small planting area here? I can use the offset. This is a group, double click, use the offset, make an offset here. Here I wanted to have an edge, so with the control button selected, I just maybe do it like this, and here that's for maybe green area that we will add. Okay, okay. I think it's good for now. We just found how we can use these. Are very important commands and features of SketchUp, that you can simply draw something like this, and if I turn on the shadow, you will see that it's not bad, it's nice. And if we add more details, maybe it's even nicer. So you see, if I just simply use control, this one a little bit more, again control, all these small elements will make it more realistic when you are designing. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and join us for the next lesson. Thank you.